American Landmark is a multifamily real estate investor. We look for yield in multifamily assets throughout the Southeast United States.
A big portion of our success story is about focus. And that focus is something that we selected and decided on 25 years ago when the company was founded.
The principals at American Landmark have been investing in multifamily real estate for over 20 years. That gives us a breadth of knowledge in all of the submarkets, as well as the buyers and the sellers. And that really allows us to have some deep-seated relationships with a lot of our industry, what I would call friends.
Not only did we decide to focus on multifamily specifically, but only on the value-added sector, where we felt there was the best risk-reward ratio.
We focus on the Southeast markets for the net positive migration, friendly tax laws, and it seems to be where the job growth is the most robust. In North Carolina, for instance, we're in Raleigh and Charlotte. In Georgia, we're in the Atlanta and its suburbs. In Florida, South Florida, Jacksonville, Tampa, and Orlando. Nashville and Charleston are new locations for us as we identify a lot of growth in those areas. And then the 4 major metros in Texas, which is Houston, San Antonio, Austin, and Dallas.
First and foremost, what gives us a distinct advantage is the team that we've developed. And we've had the same key leadership in our company for many, many years.
The two things that keep us, that make us special in the market is definitely the market knowledge that we have in which we do business, and also the fact that we do occupied renovations.
Our competitive advantage at American Landmark is definitely our management platform. We have boots on the ground in every city that we're in. We have longevity in each of those markets, and then we have a lot of in-house investment know-how.
As the assets are identified, we are doing a market analysis both internally on desktop underwriting, but we're also out in the field and we're actually hands-on reviewing each of the assets, comp set, as well as the asset itself.
So really our underwriting starts on the ground with our team that is on every corner.
Every one of the decisions for the improvements on the asset is directly related to what it will do and how it will positively impact NOI.
It's an incredibly rigorous activity to get all the way through identification to investment committee approval.
Because American Landmark is part of every piece of the due diligence and all the way through to construction, really a soup to nuts, that is the best thing that sets us apart. We are working cohesively between all departments, and we have a beginning and end point plan.
COVID-19 has had a favorable impact on our portfolio. We typically have assets that are in the suburbs, and I think you see this big urban flight for people who are looking for greener and less dense areas to settle in.
COVID-19 has definitely required us to adjust our business practices. The good news is we're an essential business.
Our collections have been consistently 97% every month, which has far outperformed the rest of the industry. Our occupancy has continued to be strong at a portfolio-wide 95.5%, and our renewals have actually increased.
What I'm most proud of is we've been able to keep all of our associates employed, and through the pandemic they've continued to adjust, assess, analyze, and really implement some new practices that are required in this new norm.
We had already been essentially a virtual company. All of our leasing is done online. All of our rental processes are done online, from maintenance to rent payments, and our companies have been cash-free for years. So a lot of our technological and training advances were already in place long before COVID. One of the most important things for investors to look at when evaluating American Landmark is the principle of alignment. Because we are both the operator and the sponsor, and because the principals of the company invest significantly, we are highly aligned with our investors throughout the investment process.
Investors absolutely love the fact that we can respond on a full team response. So they get a lot of attention, and it can be anywhere from me who handled the investment on an intricate question where I can bring in a part of our operations team to fill in the gaps of something that I can't respond to directly. We all have our part, and investors get every part of us.
The bottom line is we've proven over 25 years that this sector and our business model are successful throughout various cycles. So going forward, we believe regardless of cycles up and down, which will happen in real estate, that our focus on job growth, population growth, and a Sunbelt strategy will continue to be successful, will continue to be a great risk-adjusted reward ratio, and will continue to deliver outsized returns.